Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back once again to another live session of GETI Talks. My name is Shilpi. I'm the relationship manager with the Global Education and Training Institute. And once again, I'm wishing all my lovely ladies a very happy International Day of Women's Health. So, as promised, I have another doctor here, but this time she is Dr. Madhu Priyadarshini, who is a doctor who's done her bachelor's for 5 years from the S. Vyasa University, Bangalore, in naturopathy and yoga sciences. She has been a consultant with a very famous, consultant company for health and exercises, which is Healthify Me. So welcome, Dr. Madhu Priyadarshini on our platform, and she's going to talk about the magic that exercise and diet can bring about in a life of a woman, especially a working woman. So, Doctor, it's thank you for joining in the disruptive education movement started by Dr. Sunita Gandhi, and the platform is all yours. Do let us know how we can get a glowing skin with a proper diet, and yes, what all the ladies in the world are concerned, that is losing weight and getting into a slimmer shape. So, over to you, Doctor.
Very good evening to everyone, and thank you for inviting me, Shilpi. It's a great pleasure to be a part of Getty here. So, I would like to take this opportunity to express all my views on how diet and exercise can create a magic in working women. So, women's health has become a major concern nowadays, which is ignored a lot. Being women is not actually so easy. They undergo a lot of changes physically, mentally, and emotionally. It's very important that self care is given on everyday basis. Every minute, they will definitely need to take care of their self, which is very important and which has been lacking in nowadays. So in this current generation, women has been so bold and confident. They are able to stand on their own feet. So I would say compared to the last generation, a lot of women are working in IT sectors, not only IT sectors, other sectors also. So there are leaders, I mean, emerging women leaders, example Kamala Harris, who are an inspiration to other women out in this world. So they have family responsibilities also and professional responsibilities which has to be taken care of. So coming to a health perspective, the lifestyle of for them has become so sedentary, stressful that they are prone to a lot of lifestyle, metabolic, and endocrine disorders. Example would be, I would say, PCOD, that is polycystic ovarian disease. One in every 10 women are very much prone to PCOD, where they are a main symptom, I would say, weight gain and irregular periods, which has been bothering them a lot. And a complication, I would say, is infertility. Okay. And coming to pelvic inflammatory disease, which is also coming to be very common, and also endometriosis. So it all begins with self indulgence, ignorance, indifference, and lack of self control. So it is the root cause, I would say, it is the violating the nature's laws. Okay, that is the main root cause. When a person is not in tune with nature, all these gets manifested in a person. Okay, so how do you think we can bring back our health in a more natural way? That's where naturopathy and yoga comes in role. We have heard, right? Prevention is better than cure. So naturopathy and yoga has a preventive role and also curative role. So both has a role in a women's health. So let me give you some examples of how women's health is affected. One, I would say irregular food habits, like having food at irregular timings, and not having wholesome foods, depending on all junk foods. I would say homemade foods are the best, nutritious, and also tasty compared to outside hotel foods. And sedentary lifestyle, which has been very, very common in everybody, where there is lack of physical activity also, uh, and not abiding to the natural circadian rhythm, that also has become very common. I would say there are a lot of people who are facing insomnia, that is sleeplessness, in these current generation, where yoga has some special techniques, uh, where it also helps in improving the sleep pattern, and naturopathy also helps a lot. So these things also affect the gut, I would say. If you have heard about something called as a gut brain axis, so it affects the gut health primarily and manifests as diseases. If you would see, there's always a lack between, I would say, a professional, lack of imbalance between both professional life and personal health care. So, on most of the scenarios, I would say prioritizing yourself is not being given more importance. Let me give you few simple techniques or few simple things that are very necessary for most of them that can be concentrated on. First one is food, the dietary part, and second thing, the exercise, then the water intake, and self care and mental health. These plays a very very important role. So when it comes to food, I would like to tell you a balanced nutrition is very important. Balanced nutrition means it includes uh, both macronutrients and micronutrients. When it comes, I think most of you would have heard a rainbow plate, a colorful. So it includes both carbs, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals with proper hydration and fiber intake. And including herbs and spices is also very very needed in our regular dietary intake to promote our health both mentally and physically. If you would understand, not only right quality of food, right quantity of food is also very very needed for you to have a very healthy proper body. Okay, I would like to give you a few inputs on how water intake plays a very major role. So water, it's being a basic entity that is very, very essential for our health, which most of them ignore, I would say, or forget to take proper water intake and not give too much of importance. For example, when it comes to women who are working, that too, mostly IT sector or people who are sitting and working, okay, there is lack of hydration. I would say they forget to take water, or they don't give too much of importance because of the work pressure, I would say. Or I would say that prioritizing the health is lagging here. Okay, even mild dehydration has been shown to change the brain function. So your hydration status may affect your mood, which is which you will be able to witness. So you can try and experience. For example, if you don't take water in a day, or if you don't take required amount of water in a day, that actually increases the irritability. You will have a lot of fatigue, and I would say there's a lot of mental confusion a person faces when they don't have proper water intake. It all starts with small changes. Nothing big needs to be done. A small little change every day can definitely bring back your health. So, keeping hydrated may elevate your mood. It also elevates your thinking, I would say. It also helps in cutting out the risk of heart diseases, bladder cancer, breast cancers, and other diseases. Okay, the next part, I would say exercise. Exercise is very, very important in our daily activity. So previous generations are, or our mothers or grandmothers, they were physically active doing household activities where they are still healthy, I would say. Uh, Even now, they don't have much of health related, I would say, any health issues they don't have. They are very much happy. Our grandmothers, they are able to live 80 plus years in a more healthy way. But right now, in this current scenario, even women who is aging 25, or in a very early age they are getting affected with a lot of diseases. So according to WHO, that is World Health Organization, minimum 2.5 hours of exercise per week is definitely necessary, I would say, for both promoting proper mental and physical health. And mainly here, I would like to talk about yoga, a few points. There's a misconception that yoga is a mere form of exercise, but it is not. It's a combination of asanas, that is physical postures, pranayama, and relaxation, all comes into the role. So regular practice of yoga, even for 20 to 30 minutes, can definitely improve our health in a lot of ways. So, if it is a working woman, I can give you some small tips or some few changes which you can do. There is chair yoga that can be done where wherever you're sitting, you can just do any time of the day. There are simple breathing techniques. There's the pranayama techniques that can also be done. So these helps in regulating your autonomic nervous system. It also helps in mobilizing your joints and improving the flexibility. So, yoga not only helps in improving your physical health, also the mental health, because we do have meditation techniques, we do have relaxation techniques. It helps in calming down and also helps in managing your stress levels. I wouldn't say that people can't live without stress. Stress definitely will be there for everyone in everyday basis, but how you manage your stress is what you'll have to focus on. Managing your stress can be definitely done through regular practice of yoga. Okay, so a regular exercise, it has a lot of positive impact, and it also helps in preventing you from osteoporosis, fractures, breast cancers, colon cancers, heart attacks, which is a major concern in recent days. So there are a lot you can prevent with regular proper exercise. Okay, and when it comes to self care and mental health, prioritizing yourself is very important. We try to take care of others, our family, or maybe our parents. Yes, definitely, they are very important in our life because we are not who we are now without them. They definitely play a very important role. But it is very needed, it is very much needed that you take care of yourself, prioritize yourself. Your health is also important. Only if you're healthy, you can take care of your family, the future generation, everyone. Okay, so that is very, very important. So that can be done with positive affirmations, and a regular practice of meditation definitely helps in improving your mental health, where it helps in connecting with your own self. That is also a benefit, I would say. We are not much connected with our own self. Following your heart is a better way, I would say, to be successful in your life, and also to have a healthy mind and healthy body. Healthy heart, I would say, that also plays a very important role. Okay, this is all about, I would say, self care and mental health. Mental health is something that has been disrupted, I would say, in this last 1 year because of the pandemic, because of the lockdown. Lot of suicides, lot of depression, anxiety. It has all affected people a lot, where they are uh, feeling low, not able to socialize, and we should always have a person, or there we should be a little bit more compassionate towards others. Uh, and I would say here, whenever a person is depressed or anxious, uh, we should definitely have that listening ability to help them. At least for some people, I would say they're listening. I mean, they will definitely need a person to listen to them. That's all what they need. Someone who understands them. That's all what a person needs. Rather than helping out uh, physically or emotionally, definitely it is very, very important. So, uh, being specialized in yoga and naturopathy, there are a lot of therapies, I would say, that is very, very helpful to bring a magic in a woman's health. So, naturopathy basically it actually focuses on the principle of Panchamahabhutas, that is the five elemental theory. So we have the five elements are earth, water, fire, space, and then air. So when it comes to water, we have water treatments which we call as hydrotherapy. Okay, that so a lot of you would have come across a facial steam, or I would say hip bath. These are all helping in promoting a glowing skin, I would say, and also promoting proper digestive health. When it comes to earth, that is manipulative therapies, diet, it plays a very major role. Okay, and space, one of the most commonly I would say most very popular, I would say, a therapy people follow is fasting. So we have a saying, langanam parama aushatam, which means that fasting is the supreme medicine. Okay, so a rest to your GI tract is very much needed, and if that is given, definitely your health can become better. Health becomes better, I would say. Okay, and third, I would say about fire. So there are different therapies in naturopathy, like moxibustion, which helps in reducing the pain condition. And also, what happens in working women, they keep sitting for a longer duration, and incorrect posture also, which leads to a lot of back pain, neck pain, and a lack of strength. So these can be improved with moxibustion. It helps in reducing your pain. And very more popular treatment, which is a part of naturopathy, is acupuncture, and it can be given to varied conditions in for a person, which will help them to promote their health. So this is what I wanted to share about how diet and exercise can help a working women, or can promote the health of a working woman. So if there is anything else which you would want to know, do definitely let me know. I can definitely help you out. So anyways, thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Madhu, so much for taking out time and being with us. And yes, you actually kept your word. You actually told us everything possible in such a short period of time, whatever it takes to keep healthy, especially working women, right from the diet. So, coming to little small questions from our audience. Um, Teachers, for example, basically the audience who are here are, most of them are teachers. So they are walking the entire day. You have mentioned people who keep sitting the entire day, and because of that they have a protruded belly, or they have some cervical problems. But as teachers, trust us, we walk the entire day from one floor to another carrying notebooks, and because of that also, many of our teachers, they get kind of joint aches and pains. So is there any natural diet, some fruits or something, and exercises that you can recommend for them that can be done very easily and anywhere that they want?
Yes, very easy, I would say, tips, but it has to be done on a regular basis, I would say. That's what necessary. What people do is they do it 1 day or 2 days and expect results. That's something which is lagging, I would say. That won't happen because if you have any body pain or anything, it didn't come in just one shot, like an overnight. It has everything has accumulated, and it has shown out after a longer duration. So what I would say is, see, may it be pain or any condition in our body, it is due to increased heat and increased inflammation. Okay, so we have anti-inflammatory foods, that is foods rich in vitamin A, C. tea. These foods can be taken, and there are herbs and spices like turmeric, ginger, garlic, cinnamon, tulsi, and mint roots. These can be taken. And turmeric, I would say a lot of research papers have been done on turmeric, which has a lot of anti-inflammatory properties which can be included. Normal healthy turmeric, I would say, milk tea can be had right before you eat. That actually helps a lot. And when it comes to natural therapies, I would say mustard oil, which most people in the north will be more familiar, right? Mustard oil. That can be heated a little bit and applied where you have pain. Along with it, you can also include some rock salt, mustard oil with rock salt, and that can be applied on the pain area. That can definitely help in reducing your pain and inflammation. Uh, Other form of treatment. There are a lot of treatments. I'll mention a few. Acupuncture definitely helps a lot, and ice application. It helps in reducing the inflammation or the soreness. Yeah, these are the few things I would say which can be taken, which is I think it is easily available. I would say everywhere.
Yes, indeed, indeed, indeed. So, last question as we, are coming closer to the end of the show. Glowing skin, that is what everybody is worried about. So, and nobody wants to put in a lot of effort. So, any easy tips from you for our ladies for a glowing skin?
Being happy and not stressing on things much. I would say that is very that should be done. And water intake, if a person has normal adequate water intake, definitely their skin will be glowing, because according to naturopathy, water actually flushes out all the toxins from your body.
Right.
Any skin condition, may it be acne or any psoriasis or eczema, it is actually the a manifestation of all that has been accumulated in the body. It is the last skin is actually the largest organ in your body. So whatever is getting manifested, right? It is all because of whatever we have been suppressed inside for a longer duration.
Yeah.
So any skin disorders, it will surely take time. But to have a glowing skin, have a balanced diet, be happy, don't stress much. Because stressing too much also causes wrinkles, where people have a lot of oxidative stress. Okay, that actually makes them look more aged than looking younger. And having a smiling face, I would say that also helps a person to look much more glowing.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Madhu. It was such a lovely discussion. And, you were so nicely giving away all the tips and exercises and diet. So I believe this will be very helpful for all our viewers, especially ladies who are watching. So once again, thank you so much. And to my viewers, a very good night. But yes, stay tuned in for another interesting sessions which will be coming up in this week. Thank you.
Thank you, Shilpi. Thank you so much.